Imagine an AI that doesn't just guess or summarize, but actually delivers high-quality, expert-level results. I ran it through real-world challenges, and the output? It's absolutely insane. It's called Manus AI, and it has the potential to completely transform how we approach complex tasks. For the past few days, I've been testing Manus extensively, pushing it to its limits to understand its capabilities and limitations. In this video, I'll show you 5 incredible use cases that demonstrate just how powerful this tool is. These aren't just demos, they're practical applications you can implement right away. But first, let's break down what makes Manus special. Unlike traditional AI chatbots, Manus is a true autonomous agent. That means it can plan multi-step tasks, use the web to gather information, analyze data, and execute complex operations without constant human guidance. One key feature that sets Manus apart is its ability to break down complex tasks into steps, check its own work, and even course-correct when it encounters problems, just like how a human would approach problem solving. All right, let's jump into our first use case. Our first use case focuses on using Manus AI to create personalized learning paths, something incredibly valuable, whether you're a teacher, a content creator, or someone looking to master a new skill efficiently. Let's say we want to create a comprehensive learning path for someone who wants to master Python for data science. Instead of cobbling together random resources, Manus can create a structured, personalized journey in seconds. I'll paste in the text. Create a personalized learning path for someone with basic programming knowledge who wants to learn Python for data science, and so on. Notice how I'm being specific about what I want, the progression structure, types of resources, and even assessment checkpoints. The more detailed your prompt, the better Manus can deliver exactly what you need. Now let's click Generate and see what happens. What makes Manus fascinating is that we can actually see its thought process. You can see here it's created a to-do list for itself. Manus has broken down our request into logical steps. Identify key progression stages, research beginner-level resources, research intermediate-level resources, and so on. This is one of the key differences between Manus and other AI tools. It approaches tasks with a structured methodology similar to how a human expert would. As we can see, Manus is now searching the web to find up-to-date resources on Python for data science. It's not just pulling from its training data, it's actively looking for the most relevant and current materials. One thing I've noticed using Manus is that it's thorough in verifying information. It cross-references multiple sources to ensure accuracy, which is crucial for educational content. Here we go. Manus has completed its research phase and is now organizing everything into a coherent learning path. Let's skip forward and see the final result. Wow, this is comprehensive. Manus has generated a structured learning path, organizing the progression into distinct phases that systematically build knowledge from fundamental concepts to advanced applications. For each phase, it's included specific resources. Notice that these aren't just generic recommendations, but carefully selected articles, videos, and documentation tailored to each stage of learning. What I really love is that it's added knowledge checkpoints after each phase, with specific questions and mini-projects to ensure understanding before moving forward. This isn't just a list of links, it's a carefully crafted progression that takes someone from basic Python knowledge to being able to implement complex data science projects. And the best part? Manus has deployed this to a permanent site, so I can share this learning path with students or colleagues, and they can access it anytime. Let's think about how this compares to traditional methods. Normally, creating something this comprehensive would take hours of research, organization, and formatting. Manus did it in minutes, with minimal guidance. The applications for this are endless. You could create learning paths for any subject, skill, or software tool. Teachers could use this to develop personalized curricula. Content creators could provide structured learning resources to their audience, and so on. All right, let's move on to our second use case. Our second use case tackles a massive challenge for content creators: repurposing content across different platforms. If you create content, you know how time-consuming it can be to adapt a single piece for YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and newsletters. Let's see how Manus can streamline this process. For this example, I'll use a blog post about AI trends that I want to repurpose for multiple platforms. First, I input the blog post. Then, I paste in this prompt. Take this blog post about AI trends and automatically repurpose it into different formats, and so on. Notice how specific I'm being with my request. I'm not just asking for a summary, I'm clearly stating which platforms I need content for, that the tone and format should be adapted for each one. The more precise the input, the better Manus can tailor the output to fit each platform's unique style. Now let's generate and watch Manus work. Manus first analyzes the blog post to extract the key points, ensuring that each piece of content stays aligned with the original message while fitting the style of each platform. What's really impressive is how Manus understands the differences between platforms. It knows that Twitter needs concise, engaging content. LinkedIn should be more professional and insightful. Instagram is highly visual, so captions need to be short and compelling. This is a crucial step many people overlook when repurposing content. Instead of simply copying and pasting the same text everywhere, Manus strategically adapts the content for each platform's audience. Now, Manus is crafting the platform-specific content. Let's see what it comes up with. For YouTube, it has generated a conversational script with hooks, transitions, and calls to action, all essential elements for engaging video content. For Twitter, it has created a 5-tweet thread, breaking the key points into digestible, shareable posts with hashtags and engaging questions to drive interaction. The LinkedIn post is more professional, focusing on industry insights and ending with an engaging question to encourage discussion. For Instagram, Manus has provided caption ideas, optimized for short, impactful messaging, along with suggestions for accompanying visuals. And finally, the newsletter summary is concise yet informative, structured for email readers who prefer a quick yet valuable takeaway. What's amazing here is that Manus hasn't just reformatted the content, it has actually adapted the tone, structure, and focus for each platform, while keeping the core message intact. Think about how long this would take to do manually. You'd have to rewrite the content 5 separate times, each with a different approach. Manus did it in minutes. For content creators, marketers, or businesses trying to maintain a consistent presence across multiple platforms, this can save hours every week. And just like with the first use case, Manus has deployed the final outputs to a permanent site, where I can access, edit, and share them anytime. Now our next use case is going to blow your mind. We're talking about creating an interactive urban data visualization that could revolutionize how we understand city dynamics. I challenged Manus with a complex task. Create an interactive 3D map of London that visualizes multiple layers of urban data in real time. What makes this fascinating is how Manus immediately breaks down this seemingly impossible task into manageable research and development phases. In the research phase, it systematically investigates the best 3D map libraries, potential data sources for London, and integration strategies. The development phase gets even more interesting. Manus is actually writing code to create the base map, integrate data layers, and design user controls. Now here's where it gets really cool. While the initial 3D Mapbox version didn't work perfectly, Manus quickly pivoted to create both a 2D leaflet map and a simple 3D HTML version. This demonstrates one of Manus's most powerful traits: adaptability. When one approach fails, it immediately finds alternative solutions. The map visualizes real-time urban data, traffic congestion, air quality, noise pollution, and population density, all at your fingertips. With future refinement, this could become a game-changing tool for urban planners, researchers, and city administrators. Our next use case demonstrates how Manus can conduct deep specialized research in niche markets, something that typically requires hours of work from expert analysts. For this example, let's explore a very specific area: AI applications in sustainable agriculture. This is the kind of specialized research that would normally require extensive knowledge of both industries. I'll paste in the text: conduct comprehensive market research on AI applications in sustainable agriculture, identify emerging trends, and so on. Notice that I'm asking for specific deliverables, like data visualizations and a SWOT analysis. Again, being detailed helps Manus understand exactly what we need. Let's generate and see what happens. As with our other examples, Manus creates a detailed plan. For research tasks like this, the planning phase is particularly important because it determines what information to gather and how to structure the analysis. Manus is now searching for information about AI in sustainable agriculture. What makes Manus powerful for research is that it doesn't just do a surface-level search, it digs deep to find specialized information from multiple sources. It's fascinating to watch how Manus validates information by cross-referencing multiple sources. This is critical for market research, where accuracy is essential. Now, Manus is analyzing the collected data to identify trends and patterns. This analytical capability separates Manus from simpler AI tools that just summarize existing information. Another impressive aspect is how Manus can identify key players in a market and extract relevant information about their technologies, strategies, and market positions. Manus is now conducting SWOT analyses for the top companies in this space, evaluating their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This type of analysis typically requires deep industry knowledge. It's now creating data visualizations to represent market trends and forecasts, something that would normally require specialized tools and expertise. And here's our final report. This is impressive. Manus has created a comprehensive market research document, complete with an executive summary, market overview, trend analysis, competitive landscape, and strategic recommendations. The data visualizations are particularly impressive. Look at these charts showing market growth projections, technology adoption rates, and investment trends. The competitive analysis section identifies key players like John Deere, IBM, and specialized startups, analyzing their AI offerings for sustainable agriculture and their market positioning. The SWOT analyses are detailed and insightful, identifying not just obvious strengths and weaknesses, but also subtle opportunities and threats that would require industry expertise to spot. Finally, the strategic recommendations section provides actionable insights for companies looking to enter or expand in this market. What would normally take a team of analysts days or even weeks to produce, Manus has created in under an hour. And the quality is comparable to what you'd get from a specialized market research firm. The applications for this kind of research capability are vast. Entrepreneurs can use it to validate business ideas, investors can research emerging sectors, and businesses can monitor competitors and identify market opportunities. Our next use case takes us into the fascinating world of microbial simulation, where we'll see Manus create an interactive model of bacterial evolution from scratch. I challenged Manus with a complex prompt. Create an interactive simulation that models bacterial colony dynamics with multiple interactive parameters. What's remarkable is how Manus immediately transforms this complex biological challenge into a structured development plan. It's diving deep into the technical requirements, setting up a React environment, designing the bacterial simulation model, and creating interactive visualizations. Manus is generating a sophisticated simulation that models bacterial movement, growth, and competitive dynamics with adjustable parameters like temperature, and nutrient levels. The visualization brings the micro world to life. You can see how bacteria move, grow, and interact in real time. Interactive controls let users explore different scenarios, adjusting nutrient levels, temperature, and even antibiotic concentrations. And the best part? Manus deployed this as a fully interactive web application that anyone can explore. So there you have it. 5 powerful use cases that demonstrate the capabilities of Manus AI. Manus goes beyond typical AI tools. It plans, researches, and delivers complete solutions almost autonomously. Not perfect, but a game-changing approach to complex tasks. It's brief, punchy, and captures the key differentiators in just a few words. Since my initial beta testing, Manus has transitioned to a full-version platform with a credit-based system. Essentially, each task you run consumes credits based on its complexity. More complex tasks use more credits. They've set up different membership tiers with varying monthly credit allocations. If you run out of credits, you can purchase additional packages. Free users get some initial credits to explore the tool's capabilities. The system's flexible. Monthly credits reset, add-on credits don't expire, and you can choose a plan that fits your workflow. Ultimately, it's about giving users options to access this AI tool's capabilities. Thanks for watching, tech enthusiasts. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on cutting-edge AI tools and how to use them effectively. See you in the next one.